Good morning, my dear students, and welcome to the science class. And we are dealing with chapter 12, which is all about electricity. Today we are going to study about the resistance, electrical resistance in a conductor. Okay, we are going to study about electrical resistance in a conductor, and what we are going to study, electrical resistance in a conductor. And this can be find out by one activity. Okay, I'll read out the activity. Take a nichrome wire. Okay, what are the things needed? Nichrome wire, then a torch bulb, then a 10 watt bulb, then an ammeter, 0 to 5 range, a plug key, and connecting wire. Okay, these are the things needed: nichrome wire, torch bulb, 10 watt bulb, an ammeter 0.5 range, a plug key, connecting wire. Okay, using this, let us make a circuit. Okay, let us make a circuit using this. And in case of cell, nothing is said. Cells are also required. Okay. So about cell, it is not said, but cells also require. So let me start it off. Five cells are there. Then it is connected to the ammeter A. Then some opening is there in the circuit. This coming back. Switch key is there. Okay, this is switch key, cells, then plus and minus, and this is positive terminal of the cell and negative terminal of the cell. The current flows in this direction, and here one gap is there, and switch key is there. Current I flows in this direction. Okay, I flows in this direction. So here one opening is there. So we are taking in according to the items given. What are the items we have taken? Ammeter we have taken, and switch key we have, plug key or switch key we have taken. Other things, two bulbs are there. One is a torch bulb and one is a 10 watt bulb. and nichrome wire is left. These are the things left here. Okay, and let us see what we have to do. Complete the circuit by connecting the nichrome wire in the gap XY, plug the key, note down the ammeter. Okay, so first we have to take this nichrome wire and we are placing this nichrome wire across here, and what we are checking? We are checking the current through the conductor. Okay, current I through the conductor we are checking. Okay, so what happens? And also it should be, the switch key should be on. Then after that we are checking this current I in the ammeter. Then we are going to the next step. Replace the nichrome wire with a torch bulb in the circuit and find the current through it by measuring it. Okay, we have to replace this nichrome wire. We have kept, this is nichrome wire now. This we are replacing with what? A torch bulb. A torch bulb we are replacing it. So between X and Y, we are replacing it with a torch bulb. Okay, and checking the after on the switch, we are checking current I through the conductor. Okay, in ammeter. And in third step, what we are doing? In third step, we are changing this torch bulb and placing 10 volt bulb. A 10 volt bulb. Okay, 10 volt bulb. Okay, by using a 10 volt bulb we have placed here, and what we have to do, we have to check the current I in the ammeter and we have to note down. And then finally what happened? We got in 3 cases. Okay, in 3 cases. A torch, first we checked using nichrome wire and a reading we got, and a torch bulb also a reading we got, and a 10 volt bulb also a reading we got. Okay, we got some reading here. Is there any difference between the reading? Is there any difference? It will different. For different material, it may different. Then, what do the above, this figure or the what do this experiment? What do you observe from this experiment? That means for different, we got, if we are conducting this experiment, we will get different readings. So we can observe that the current flowing through different components are different. Okay, so we can say that certain components offer an easy flow of current, while others offer very less flow of current through the conductor. Okay, so we can conclude that certain components allow the easy flow of current through the conductor, while some other won't allow the easy flow of current through the conductor. The electrons are not completely free to move in a conductor. They are retained by the atoms, the attractions of the atom among by which they move. The motions of electron through a conductor is retracted by its resistance. The motion of an electron through a conductor is retracted by its resistance. And let us study some terms. You may be or you will be knowing this: good conductor, poor conductor, and insulator. Good conductor. What's good conductor? The conductor of the bus who is smiling when you are traveling in a bus is a good conductor? No. The components which allow the free flow of electrons. The free flow of current through the conductor. The components which allows the free flow of current through it is called good conductor. Okay. Or the conductor which the component or the conductor, we can say whether component or conductor. The conductor which allows the free flow of current through it. Then poor conductor. Poor conductor. Just opposite. The conductor which won't allow the free flow of current through the conductor. Okay. The conductor which do not allow the free flow of current through the conductor. Then insulator. Insulators are the components which won't allow or mildly allow. Okay, we can say which won't allow the passage of current through or flow of current through that. Okay, the component which don't allow the flow of current through it or very slightly. Then resistor. Resistor. Did you heard about resistor? We studied resistance. Resistor. The same, which is having appreciable more resistance. A thing which is having more resistance towards the current. Then let us study more about resistance and factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. Okay, and for that we are having one activity. So let us see what is that. Complete an electric circuit consists of a cell. What are there? One, a cell. Then an ammeter. Then a nichrome wire of length L. A nichrome wire of length L. Which we can mark as 1, okay. Then which we can mark as 1. And a plug key. Plug key. Now let us draw the circuit. Let us draw, using this, let us draw this circuit. Plus and minus terminal, positive and negative terminal, and the switch key is on the top. And ammeter A is here, the positive side and the negative side. So let us see. It is the cell, the positive terminal and negative terminal, and this is the positive side of the ammeter and the negative side of the ammeter, and the current I flows in this area, this way, and this is the switch key K, and here is the opening, okay, one opening is there, and we have got four type of wire. One nichrome wire, and second also of length L and thickness T, and again nichrome wire of length 2L and thickness T, and third nichrome wire of length L and thickness 3T, and 4 copper wire. Okay, what we have to do? First we have to plug the key and see the current in ammeter. Plug the key in and see the current in ammeter. Then we have to place the nichrome wire of length L and thickness T here and check the reading I in ammeter. Then in second case what we have to do? Second case, nichrome wire which is having double the length 2L we are placing here, 2L, okay, 2L, it will come 2L, and we are placing here and checking the reading, that is I in ammeter. Then third what we are going to do, we are placing nichrome wire which is having the first length only, the same length as the first wire, but thickness more, okay, let it be twice, okay, let it be twice. So the thickness is doubled, very thickened nichrome wire we have kept, and check the reading in ammeter. Check the reading in ammeter. So finally we are placing a copper wire and checking the reading in ammeter. So our circuit is over. So keep in mind about all this, and we will study more about this in what about factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. We will study more about this in our next class, and thanking you.